Hello, everyone. Really.
I know you straight. I'm looking at your news article.
This boy. Hey, everyone. GameGoddessFee here. All right, we are back with more Ace Attorney. Hey, Game Queen 81. How you doing tonight? All right, so yeah, finally back with more Ace Attorney. And we are on the third day, and it's the trial. I hope you all enjoy. Let's see what's in store for Edgy Boy.
Edgy boy.
Edgy Boy. Let's see. All right. Thank you all for watching, and make sure you hit that like button for me. I appreciate it. All right. So we got episode 4. Turnabout Goodbyes, day 3 of the trial. Did I do this? Hold on, y'all. Because the game was slower than the stream, so I have to do that before I forgot to do it. Alright, here we go. Load this data. Make sure I don't load the one with the chest lady. Flashing her chest to us. Alright. December 27th, 10 a.m. District Court, courtroom number 3. Let's see. What's wrong with my hold on, y'all. I'm trying to get this thing, my chat straight. Anyway.
Great shot.
Here you go. You ready, Plum? Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Miles Edgeworth.
The defense is ready, Your Honor.
Here go McConnell again. Very well. Apparently, the prosecution is also ready.
Who's the judge here anyway?
Turn that music down.
Turn it up, man.
Mr. Von Karmer, your opening statement. Very well. No opening statement, so. All right, you better
Not
say
so
something.
fast, Judge.
I mean, you just standing there.
I was taking a meaningful pause before speaking.
Right, of course.
A prediction. Today's trial will end 3 minutes from now.
In 3 minutes. Order. Mr. Von Karmer, what is the meaning of your statement just now?
Bah! Must you question everything? It will be over in 3 minutes. We have no time to waste. I'll call my witness now.
Right.
I call my witness, my decisive witness, to the stand. It's that mysterious boat shop owner. Witness, state your profession.
Okay. I'm like, how you trying to run the courtroom?
It's his courtroom.
Like, dude.
It's his courtroom.
They should, yes, they should call him in contempt of court. Contempt of court. This dude half asleep.
I am the proprietor of the restaurant at Wet Noodle at Gourd Lake. And I also rent boats.
The night of the incident, you were in the boat rental shop, correct?
Yep, I was.
Please, testify. Wait a second. We still haven't heard who this old guy is.
Raise an objection.
Wait a minute. The witness hasn't stated his name yet. Because I did not ask him, Mr. Wright. Bah! I have predicted this trial will end in 3 minutes. Stop asking trivial questions and cooperate. Yeah, right.
The witness will state his name. Wayne.
Well, I'm not really sure. Yep.
And that's supposed to be in the fifth record, right? Don't the fifth supposed to know everything? What do you mean?
My memory.
Your Honor, the witness does not remember anything beyond the last several years. Ergo, he cannot recall his own name. Oh, wait.
He can't recall, you say?
Yes, but the incident in question took place 3 days ago. He can testify.
Very well. Let's hear his testimony then, shall we? Witness? Witness testimony, the night of the murder.
It was the night of the 24th, just after midnight. Yep.
You sound like Goofy. Yup. He don't know his name.
It was the night after the 24th.
Yeah, right.
Just after midnight. Yep.
How does he know his kid's name? Exactly. Exactly. Meg and Keith.
I forgot the voice I did a Goofy voice.
I was in the restaurant where I read boats as usual. Then I heard a bang. Yep.
Is the music too loud?
When I looked out the window, I saw a boat just floating on the lake. Then I heard another bang. Just about then, the boat comes back to shore and a man walks by my window.
Very well. I'd like to begin the cross-examination.
There is nothing to question in my witness's testimony.
Okay, thank you, Game Queen 81.
Ergo, no need for cross-examination.
This dude tripping.
Besides, there are only 10 seconds left before our 3 minutes are up. Judge, your verdict, now!
That's crazy. Yes. Mr. Wright. Cross-examine.
What are you saying? Of course I'll cross-examine the witness.
Very well. You may begin. This dude that went crazy. Excuse me, Mr. Van Karma?
3 minutes just passed.
I see. Well then, let's take our time. You may cross-examine the witness. Dude, crazy. Cross-examination, the night of the murder. It was the night of the 24th, just after midnight. Yup.
Just after midnight, you say?
Yep, just around then.
Are you sure?
Pretty sure, yep.
When I talked to you yesterday, you were rather vague about the time. I'm surprised you seem so sure about it today. I asked him, and he remembered. Isn't that right?
Don't glare at me like that. I remembered it clearly, I did. Yep.
You see? Continue.
Yeah, he got it. Look, we both got our water, Game Queen 81. She asked that you have your water. I was in the restaurant where I rent boats as usual.
Is there anyone who can verify that?
Well, I guess Polly could.
That's not good enough for a court of law.
Mr. Wright, exactly. What's not good enough?
Your Honor, this Polly is a parrot.
A parrot?
Don't be so hard on the girl, Keithy boy.
Keith.
The prosecution concedes that we cannot prove the witness was in the shop. Witness, please continue.
Then I heard a bang. Yup. Oops, I forgot to. How you go back? Okay. Then I heard a bang. Yup.
And where did the bang seem to come from?
From the lake, I figure.
Are you certain?
Yep.
Good. Continue.
When I looked out the window, I saw a boat just floating on the lake.
Was there someone in the boat?
It was pretty far out there. I couldn't see clearly. But I figured there was 2 men out there. Yep.
Figure.
But you couldn't see them clearly.
Yep. At the time, that is.
At the time?
Then I heard another bang.
So you heard 2 gunshots total?
Yep.
That's what Lada said in her testimony yesterday.
Just about then, the boat comes back to shore, and a man walks by my window.
By your window?
Yep. By my window. Right outside the window of my little shack.
And could you see the man's face?
Well, the fog was pretty thick, but he was right there in front of me. I saw him.
This is rather important detail. Please add it to your testimony.
Tusk, tusk, tusk. I have a bad feeling about this.
That man was the defendant. He was saying, I can't believe you. Ah, you're supposed to read that.
Really? That man was the defendant. He was saying,
I can't believe he's dead. That's what he sounds like.
Really?
Are you sure? Uh-oh. Dad!
dead certain, Keith. He said, I can't believe he's dead, as he was walking by too.
Uh-oh. You gonna call him dad in court.
Witness, are you sure that the person you saw was Miles Edgeworth? It was him. Oh, wait. It was him, the Edgeworth boy.
This sounds like a decisive evidence indeed. I see no room for doubt.
Von Karma. You lured me into cross-examining him so he could set me up for a fall. Tusk, tusk, tusk.
Nick, I don't like the way things are going here. Everyone in the courtroom is glaring at us.
I'd better act quick, or this trial's going to be over.
Raising objection.
Your Honor, we proved in yesterday's trial that it could not have been Edgeworth who fired that gun. Mr. Wright, are you referring to the fingerprints from Edgeworth's right hand found on the gun? And the photograph showing a man firing with his left hand? Exactly. That is easily explainable. He could have wiped his prints after he fired. You are ignoring the truth of the matter here. Everything in this witness's testimony is true. The judge is lost in thought. What should I do?
Raising objection.
Your Honor, this witness claims that Edgeworth said, I can't believe he's dead. But his words is all we have. If he were telling us fib, Mr. Wright, in a court of law, the evidence tells all. Apparently, you have yet to realize even this basic fact. If you say his testimony is a fib, show us proof. Ugh.
Nick, do we have evidence?
It's no good. There's nothing I can do.
Are you sure?
To be honest, I don't know what to do anymore.
Please, Can you hear me, sis? Please. We need your help. Nick needs you.
Tusk. 3 minutes was perhaps too high an expectation. However, 15 minutes isn't bad. This must be a new record.
Enough. The witness may leave the stand. This court sees no reason to further prolong the trial, nor is there any need for more time to decide the case against the defendant. This case is extremely clear. I see no room for misinterpretation of the facts.
What? No!
This court finds the defendant, Mr. Miles Edgeworth, guilty. The accused will surrender to the court immediately, to be held pending trial at a higher court within a month from today's date. I mean, what is this then? Is that for sentencing? That is all. This court is adjourned.
We messed up.
What happened?
I just kidding.
What? Or did he say wait? Who was that just now? Me.
Oh wait, I know who this is. Me! Huh? What? Larry?
What are you doing here?
Listen, you gotta listen to me. I was there in the park the night of the murder. I wasn't sure about it until yesterday, but I remembered it.
This is a trash judge. It surely is. Remembered what?
I just spit up the stink bomb. The gunshot. The gunshot. I heard it too.
How he just gonna come in there and just... Anyway. Order.
What is the meaning of this? The verdict has been decided. I call for adjournment.
One moment, Mr. Van Karma. So you say you heard a gunshot?
Yeah, I did. A gunshot that night. I was sitting here in the audience listening to the testimony. Then I realized something he said was different from what I remember. Anyhow, I can't just sit here and let you call Edgy a murderer. It's just not right. I'll testify. Let me testify.
Order. Well, this is the first time something has happened like this in my court. I'm not quite sure how to proceed.
Judge, you've already given your decision. The trial is over.
Nick, this is it. Larry's giving us one final chance at this.
She's right. If only it wasn't Larry. He could make things even worse.
Mr. Edgeworth was just declared guilty, Nick. It doesn't get any worse.
You're right. Okay. Your Honor, if there is another witness, it is our duty to hear him speak. Right here, right now.
Uh-oh, listen to that Phoenix.
A waste of time. The verdict cannot be overturned.
Allow me to speak my opinion. In all court proceedings, it is our duty to prevent an inaccurate verdict. In order to make sure no mistake has been made, every witness should be heard.
What is this?
I withdraw my previous verdict of guilty. Uh-oh, Edgy boy, he probably live. Mr. Van Karma, I order you to call this new witness to testify. Now.
What?
The court will adjourn for 5 minutes, for a 5-minute recess. After that, we will hear this new witness. Court is adjourned. What? I'm surprised he didn't let that dude run his courtroom. December 27, 10:28 a.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby number 2.
Phew. That was too close. Sorry to keep you on the edge of your seat like that, Edgeworth. I've seen worse. Yeah, right, Edgeworth. This is where they bullets. I just wonder what Larry plans to say in there.
Larry was at that lake that night.
Yes. He said he went looking for the steel samurai balloon that flew into the lake.
Oh, right. And he found the balloon and the air tank that night.
Yeah. Hey, Edgeworth. Huh? You say something right? Yeah, a lot of things. You seem out of it. What's wrong? It's nothing.
Mr. Edgeworth, there's something I've been meaning to ask you.
What's that?
Why are your fingerprints on the murder weapon?
Oh. When he fell into the lake, I went into a daze. I couldn't understand what had happened. I couldn't think straight. Then I saw the pistol lying on the floor of the boat in front of me. I picked it up without thinking. I didn't have a reason, really.
I see.
Right. Yeah? This might be our chance. A chance? Ron Karma has only ever run perfect trials. Perfect trials? Perfectly prepared witnesses. Perfectly complete evidence. That's the secret to his success. This is the first time he's ever had to deal with something unexpected. He has to let someone he hasn't even talked to testify before the court. And that someone is Larry. What are you getting at? It's likely his testimony will be full of holes, right?
That's right, Nick. No 10-minute trial this time. We'll milk this one for all it's worth.
Hey, it was 15 minutes. 15! Everything's on Larry now. It's on Larry.
Uh-oh. December 27th, 10:35 a.m. District Court, courtroom number 3. Court is now back in session. Witness, please testify to the court about everything that you saw on the night of December 24th.
Right, leave it to me. Please, Larry, don't mess this one up. I hate to admit it, but you're our last chance. Ugh. One Karma didn't even have time to prep his witness. I just hope Edgeworth is right about this being our big break.
Witness testimony the night of the murder.
That night, I was out in the boat on the lake. I was looking for something, and I found it. So I quietly slipped the boat back in the rental shop dock. Then just as I was thinking about going home, I heard this bang. I looked out over the lake, but I didn't see a boat. So after I heard that single gunshot, I went home. Oh my god, Larry, I already see it.
That was an unusually vague testimony, even for this court. In any case, Mr. Wright, you may begin your cross-examination.
Yes, Your Honor.
What's wrong, Nick?
It's Larry. I have no idea what he's going to say if I press him. I'm a little scared.
Well, we've come this far. There's no way to go forward, Nick. Cross-examination the night of the murder. That night, I was out in a boat on the lake. Something wrong, Mr. Wright?
There were so many things wrong, I don't know where to begin.
Oh.
Well, okay. First of all, what time was it?
Oh, okay.
Oh, it was after 11 when I went out in the boat. By that time, everyone had gone home for the night. So I waited until the coast was clear, so to speak. And why were you out on a boat at such a late hour?
I was looking for something and I found it.
Looking for something? Yeah.
Mr. Buss, what was it you were looking for?
What the witness was searching for is irrelevant.
You gonna tell the judge that? The judge had asked the question.
Yeah.
Most likely he was hunting for this Gordy. That's surprisingly close to the truth in a sense. This is all irrelevant. Let's get it over with. So I quite. Oh wait, this is.
So I quietly slipped the boat back in the rental at the rental shop dock. How you gonna stop this man from answering the judge's question?
Around what time was that? Well, let's see. I figure it was out searching for about an hour. I guess it was around 12. Yeah.
You're not sure?
Hey! Don't give me that face! I'm not some sort of human sundial, okay? People use watches these days, Larry.
Then just as I was thinking about going home, I heard this bang.
Where did the sound come from? Yeah, well, I wasn't too sure about that. I looked around, you know.
Did you look at the lake?
Yeah, I looked.
I looked out over the lake, but I didn't see a boat.
Wasn't there a boat on the lake?
Order, order. Well, Mr. Bus?
Whoa, whoa! Everybody just calm down, okay? I mean, it was real foggy that night. I'm not sure whether there was a boat out there or not. Okay, no problem. That's just the most important part of this case.
So after I heard that single gunshot, I went home.
So, you only heard one bang, correct? Yeah. Huh.
Well, Nick,
It was a pretty wishy-washy testimony, wasn't it? I guess I should just start working on the contradictions.
Sorry. I wish I could be more helpful. I wish I could call my sister. That night I was out in the boat on the lake. I guess this is our chance to find the contradictions. Let's look in the court records.
Remember, you always have all you need in that first slide.
Really?
So awesome. You know what the statement is?
Shows an empty lake taken on December 24th. Huh?
You know what the statement is?
Let me see. Nope. I was looking for something and I found it. So I quietly slipped the boat back at the rental shop dock. Then just as I was thinking about going home, I heard this bang. I looked out over the lake, but I didn't see a boat. This one right here.
Well, that one too. What about another one?
So after I heard the single gunshot, I went home. Let me see. Oh, I pressed them on it. Pressed the wrong button. Wasn't there a lake on the boat? Boat on the lake?
Wasn't there a lake on the boat?
Boat on the lake. All right, let me see. What can we get him on? Did you see any contradictions, Gang Queen? I heard 2 gunshots. Okay, he heard 1, but Lotta heard 2.
You already scrolled that.
Huh?
You literally said it.
On this statement?
Yes, you literally said it.
All right, so since he said he heard that single gunshot and went home, but they have something saying that they heard 2 sounds like gunshot just after midnight on 12/25. So I guess I can present this.
Wait a sec, Larry. What? You only heard one bang? You sure? That's what I said. But Miss Lotta Hunt testified yesterday that she heard 2 bangs. And the old man just now said the same thing. They both heard 2 gunshots that night.
He should have heard 2 shots too. Yeah. I know Game Queen 81.
Huh? Were you even listening? Were you paying attention at all to what they were saying? Yo, Nick, please. Huh? You know something's been bothering me. I'm a witness, see? I'm like a customer here. So you gotta treat me nice and stuff, okay?
Mr. Bus,
What?
you only heard 1 gunshot. Are you sure?
Well, to tell you the truth, I'm not sure.
Oh my goodness gracious to life. Huh?
Not sure? How could you not be sure? Yeah, well, I might have missed the other gunshot. I was, listening to something else. Something else? My radio, dude, with my headphones. What?
Finish about to come out of his head. Order, and stop that booing. Mr. Bus, you are listening to the radio with your headphones.
Yeah, so what? That a crime? I listen to my radio. Everybody listens to the radio. What's the big deal?
Mr. Van Karmer, your opinion?
Waste of time. I do not accept this witness, nor his shoddy testimony.
Well, Mr. Wright, should he continue the testimony?
I'm done. I'm sorry, Miles. I can't do it.
Should he continue?
You gotta continue.
You have to continue. You have to continue to try to save Edgeworth.
Your Honor, please allow the witness to continue his testimony. Nothing is more pitiful than a lawyer who doesn't know when he's lost.
Look at your previous, that previous man. He didn't know what was his name. Very well, Mr. Bus. Please give your testimony and be sure to include details like your radio.
Right, leave it to me. I wonder if there were any other way out of this. Believe me.
Witness testimony, what Larry heard.
It's lonely being alone on Christmas Eve. That's why I was listening to an all-request show on the radio, see? I was listening to it real booming loud like. But I'm sure I heard that gunshot. I remember exactly what the DJ was saying when I heard it too.
You are listening to your radio at a high volume?
Yeah! What's the big problem? Can a man listen to his radio in peace? Isn't this a free country? I truly believe Larry has no idea what the problem here is. Judge, can you believe a word this witness says? What he heard was probably nothing more than a drumbeat from the radio.
True enough, it is difficult to believe this testimony.
Wait, Your Honor. The witness said he remembers exactly what the DJ said when he heard the gunshot.
Excuse me? DJ?
An announcer. The guy who says things on the radio. Anyway, what this means is, when he heard the sound, no music was playing. The DJ only talks between songs, so he could have heard the gunshot from the lake. I'd like to cross-examine the witness, Your Honor.
Very well, Mr. Wright.
I can't believe I'm continuing this charade.
Cross-examination, what Larry heard. It's lonely being alone on Christmas Eve.
So you turned on the radio.
Right.
Oh wait, this is right. I just wanted to hear someone's voice, you know. You don't know what it's like out there alone on Christmas Eve. Alone. I shouldn't have said anything.
That's why I was listening to an all request show on the radio, see?
Do you by any chance remember the name of the program you were listening to? This has nothing to do with the case, Your Honor.
Objection sustained. The witness was listening to the radio. That is all we need to know. Tell us, Mr. Buss, how loud was your radio set to that night? I was listening to it real booming loud, like.
Real booming loud? Yeah, you know.
And you had headphones on?
Yup.
I wouldn't think you could hear anything going on outside at all. But I'm sure I heard that gunshot.
Can you prove that? No, of course you can't. Nah, I can't prove it. I remember that moment real clear. I mean, while I was talking about it, came back real clear to me, you know?
I remember exactly what the DJ was saying when I heard it too.
What did she say? Mr. Wright, please cease these pointless questions. What possible good could knowing what a radio DJ said do us?
Indeed, Mr. Van Cormer has a point. I allow the question only if you see some reason why we should care. We should care.
We should care, Your Honor. Of course we should. Why? Well, how do you know if we don't ask,
Fine, very well. Mr. Buss, please testify to the court. What was the radio announcer saying when you heard the gunshot?
Just when she said, hey, it's almost Christmas, I heard the gunshot. Huh?
So that was before Christmas Day.
This is the most ludicrous testimony I've ever heard. But there is one glimmer ray of hope in there. I've got to press it until we get to the bottom of what happened. Yeah, I see it already.
Let me see. I was listening to it, yeah, but I'm sure I heard that gunshot. Let me see. Okay, so this was taken automatically on 12/25 at 12:15. Shows an empty lake taken automatically at 12:24 at 11:50. Let me see. Hold on, it has to be this right here.
No.
Let me see, taken automatically right here. It's probably this. This the contradiction right here, is it?
Maybe.
Cause that was before Christmas. That 11:50 pick.
That could be the or. You can do a little save and save. But I'm betting on the 12:25 one.
So Pluminator said it might be the 12:25.
I mean 12:15.
12:15.
You can flip a coin. It's two fake sounds.
So it's an empty lake. But we trying to find contradictions.
Yup. Yup.
So this wouldn't be a contradiction because it's the time where he said he heard, but he heard it before Christmas. Yeah. Taken automatically on 12/25.
Present the lake photo. If
So-
it's wrong, I will give you my switch.
So this, I believe it's this is the contradiction right here. Cause her camera went off at 12:15.
And that's after Christmas.
Let me see.
Objection.
But if this is wrong, we'll go with your answer. Okay, Queen.
He was right. Larry, are you absolutely sure what you're saying is correct? Huh? What's with the face? You look scary, dude. Hey, if you're trying to scare me, you better know I don't scare that easy.
Is something the matter, Mr. Wright?
Your Honor, did you hear what the witness just said? The DJ said, hey, it's almost Christmas when he heard the gunshot.
Indeed, and
Almost Christmas means it wasn't Christmas. Do you realize what this means? When he heard the gunshot, it was still Christmas Eve.
that would seem to be the case, yes.
But he should have heard that gunshot after midnight. This photograph is irrefutable proof of that fact. Let's see what the time was on the photo taken when the gun triggered Miss Hart's camera. Oh wait, that's you. That's you.
Go ahead. Let's see what the time was on the photo taken when the gun triggered Mrs. Hart's camera. 12:25, 15 seconds. It's 15 minutes. 15 minutes after midnight on Christmas Day.
This is a clear contradiction, Your Honor.
Order. What does this mean? The two prior witnesses heard gunshots after midnight. However, this witness says he heard a gunshot before midnight.
Judge, the answer is simple. The current witness is plainly mistaken. Just look at him, suspicious. What?
Well, Mr. Wright, what do you think about Mr. Bush's claim he heard the gunshot before midnight?
Is he wrong or right?
He's right.
No, he's not. Larry's not mistaken, Your Honor. He heard that gunshot before midnight. Maybe he did, actually. Intriguing. I'm assuming you have evidence for this wild claim.
Now that's where your evidence come in at, Game Queen.
Oh, yeah. Show me evidence there was a gunshot before midnight.
This one. Hold on, not
Okay.
that one.
Yeah.
This right here. Hold on.
Not that one.
This here shows an empty lake taken automatically on 12/24 at 11:50 p.m. This right here.
Look at this photograph. This was taken by a witness yesterday, Miss Lotta Hoyt, with her automatic camera. The timestamp on this photo reads December 24th, 11:50 p.m.
Oh. But there's nothing on the lake in this picture.
Your Honor, the real issue here is not why nothing is shown in this photograph. It is why this photograph exists at all.
What do you mean?
Your Honor, this photograph was taken by an automatic camera. That camera was set to go off in response to loud noises.
Aha.
Correct. There was a loud noise on the lake at 11:50 p.m. That is why this photograph was taken. In other words, when Larry heard that gunshot, it was most definitely still Christmas Eve.
Indeed, it would seem that is the case. Then where does that leave us? Miss Hart testified that she heard the gunshots after midnight. Are you claiming she was mistaken?
Not at all, Your Honor. It is a fact that the camera also triggered at 15 minutes after midnight. Your Honor, that night, there were two sets of gunshots with a 25-minute pause between them.
would this be?
Don't be tricked, Judge. That camera was set to respond to loud noises.
Yes.
There is no proof that the loud noise at 11:50 was a gunshot. Why, the witness could have sneezed, triggering the camera. Hey, my nose was clear that night, man. Clear!
Well, Mr. Wright, there's no turning back now. Can you prove that the loud noise at 11:50 was indeed a gunshot? Please show the court evidence if you have any.
It's right here on my chest, yeah.
Let me see. And I forgot what he said. What we looking for?
Proof that sound was a gunshot.
It's a gunshot. Oh, okay. It's got nothing to do with it. It's ladders. Let me see.
I mean, you can try the gun.
That's what I was kind of looking at 3 times. Okay, we gonna try this, y'all.
This is my evidence.
The murder weapon?
Something about this pistol was bothering me, Your Honor. Both of the witnesses who testified yesterday heard 2 gunshots. However, the murder weapon was fired 3 times. When, then, was the last shot fired? Only now have I realized the truth. That 3rd shot was the shot Larry heard just before midnight.
Just before the 3rd order. That would make sense of the evidence we've seen so far. However, this leaves me wondering exactly what did happen that night on the lake.
Exactly. If this is true, there were 2 sets of gunshots separated by 25 minutes. One at 11:50, another at 15 minutes after midnight. Why, I ask you, why? Uh-oh, I'd better think of something quick. Wait a second. Gunshots separated by 25 minutes. Ah!
What's wrong, Nick?
I have it!
Huh?
Remember the case with the steel samurai?
Huh? Yeah, of course I remember.
The murderer in this case had the same idea as the murderer in that case.
What do you mean?
Maya,
Yes?
if we don't figure this out now, we'll never overturn Andrew's guilty verdict. I've got a hunch, and I'm going to run with it.
Right. I mean, is this safe?
Safe? We've already gotten a guilty verdict. We have nothing to lose. You just watch and let me know if I say anything that sounds fishy, okay?
Right, Nick.
Your Honor,
Yes, Mr. Wright?
the testimony just now has cleared up this entire case.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. What do you mean, Mr. Wright?
Tusk. So, you finally realized the truth. There can be no other murderer here than Miles Edgeworth himself. Wrong, Von Karma. A man was shot that night, but it wasn't Edgeworth who did the shooting. Listen, rookie. Take a deep breath and consider the facts. At the time of the murder, one boat was on the lake. This was shown by the witness's photograph. That defendant, Edgeworth, and the victim, Robert Harmon, were on the boat. There was a gunshot fired on that boat, and Robert Hammond fell into the lake. The distance of the shooting was 1 meter. It couldn't have been suicide. Well, the guilty party has to be the other man on the boat.
I admit it. It is hard to imagine any other possibility.
Yes. But this assumes that the victim was shot at 15 minutes after midnight.
What do you mean by that, Mr. Wright? We have photographic evidence of the time of the shooting. The timestamp on the photo says 15 minutes.
But Larry heard a gunshot 25 minutes before that. Robert Hammond was killed then, 25 minutes before the shot on the lake. That's the only way that Edgeworth could be innocent. Mr. Wright, were you quite mad? Explain who the two men on the boat are.
Uh-oh.
I have an idea.
The
Well, I already
murderer
know,
and
so
Hammond,
I'm not saying nothing.
Edgeworth and the murderer. Edgeworth and the murderer. Hold on. Uh-oh, they not confused. What about you, Game Queen 81? Explain who the two men on the boat are.
So, if the victim was already dead, how could he be on the boat?
So it was Edgeworth and the murderer. The murderer and Hammond. Edgeworth and the murderer. Let me see. So Phoenix is saying that the person was already dead.
Mhm.
So yeah, Edgeworth and the murderer. The murderer and Hammond.
Hammond was already dead.
Ah, that's right. Hold on.
Edgeworth testified to being on the boat. It's obvious. Of course, it was Edgeworth and the murderer. After the murderer killed Robert Hammond at 11:50, he assumed the guise of Mr. Hammond and met Edgeworth.
What? Are you serious?
Yes, Edgeworth gonna tell us why he went to the lake that night. However, I have a hunch. That night, Robert Hammond called Edgeworth to the lake. Now, Edgeworth didn't know Robert Hammond's face that well. That's why he didn't suspect anything when the murderer took Robert Hammond's place.
Hold on, look, it's too much information coming in. I'm like, hold on,
Really.
I can't process it
You
all.
can't process it. You get my broken my Phoenix right now.
I'm like, hold on, what's going on now? Let me see. That's why he didn't suspect anything when the murderer took Robert Hammond's place. What do he mean by that?
He didn't know Robert Hammond's face.
I'm
So,
just saying the murderer took Robert Hammond's place. What is
yes,
that?
You just claimed that the murderer was on the boat with Edgeworth instead of Robert Hammond. You just claimed that Hammond was already dead.
I'm not sure what to make of all this.
Ludicrous.
Mr. Wright, tell us the name of the murderer then.
The murderer's name? Right, it's...
Oh my goodness.
Okay, I just said that it wasn't Edgeworth. I'm starting to have second thoughts again.
I don't know.
I don't know. The murderer's name is... I don't know.
I don't think it's Lotta Hort.
I mean, she could be a trained sniper. Like, she already committed perjury twice, bro. You never know, bro.
It wasn't Lotta
She
Hort.
probably was on the SEAL team and junk, bro.
We
She set up that camera, she could set up a sniper. Actually, I don't know the murderer's name.
don't know.
Bah! Again, you waste my time. I don't know, because he never told us.
Ooh.
Huh? The murderer is the caretaker of the boat shop. That old man! At 11:50, he was the one who killed Robert Hammond.
The caretaker of the boat shop? Why did he do this? There weren't any boats on the lake then.
Why would he have to go all the way out on the lake just to shoot someone? Max suggests that the real scene of the crime was not on a boat.
What? Well then, where did the murder take place? Show the judge where exactly. It's right here. Right here?
Yeah.
Take that!
Here, of course, the boat shop where he lives. That way, he could meet with the victim without anyone seeing. Do you have proof that the boat shop was the scene of the crime? Recall Larry's testimony, if you will. That night, he was out on the lake in a boat searching for something. He finds it and returns to the boat. Then, just as he's starting to head for home, he hears a gunshot. He heard a gunshot, Your Honor. Even though he was wearing headphones at the time. In other words, the gunshot was very, very close by. And where would that be if he had just returned a boat?
The boat shop. Mr. Wright, what happened that night on Gourd Lake? Please tell the court from the beginning.
Yes, Your Honor.
Nick, are you sure about this?
Not really. But I think if I started at the very beginning, and I take it slow, I might just be able to figure this out. That night, the caretaker of the boat shop called Robert Hammond to his shop.
You saw that parrot.
This was around 11:50. That was when the gunshot that Larry heard was fired. After that, the caretaker put on Robert Hammond's coat. He became Robert Hammond. Then, he got in the boat with Edgeworth and went out into the middle of the lake.
Then who fired the pistol on the boat, Mr. Wright? The boat shop caretaker?
Of course, it was the murderer who shot the pistol. He shot twice, both missed Edgeworth on purpose.
Wait a minute.
Yes?
Why would he shoot twice if he didn't mean to hit anyone?
Details. Know this, Mr. Wright. The moment you run out of explanations is the moment you lose. Tell us why the murderer had to fire twice.
To create a witness. Let me see.
I think he was just a really bad shot. I would have shot him personally.
Really? Well, to create a witness.
I believe he shot twice to create a witness, Your Honor.
Create a witness?
The murderer lifts his pistol and fires one shot. That assures that anyone who heard the shot will look at the lake. Indeed, Miss Hart did exactly that after hearing the first gunshot. Next, the murderer waits a bit and he fires again. Then, the murderer jumps from the boat himself, leaving the pistol in the boat behind him.
I see. To someone looking from the edge of the lake, it would appear that one of the men on the boat had shot the other.
The murderer didn't know about the automatic camera, of course. That's why he shot twice to draw attention to the boat. Once he realized that, everything else falls into place. The boat shop caretaker swam back to his shop. Then he put Mr. Hammond's wet coat back on the body and threw the body into the lake. This is what happened, Your Honor. These are the events that transpired that night on Gory Lake.
Bailiff, bring out the witness from before. The boat shop caretaker, quickly. He sleep. He playing like he sleep. Very well. While we are waiting for the caretaker, I would like to ask the defendant, Miles Edgeworth, a few questions. Mr. Edgeworth, please take the stand. Mr. Edgeworth, you heard what the defense has said?
Yes.
Well, why did you go to the lake that night?
What Wright has said was mostly correct. Astonishingly so, actually. Yes. Several days ago, I received a letter. The letter was signed to Robert Hammond. He asked me to come to the boat shop by the lake at midnight on Christmas Eve. He said he had something very important to discuss with me.
Something important?
I'm sorry, I can't say what it was.
Yeah.
You did. This is bailiff.
Your Honor, sir? Bailiff, what are conducting a trial? We are conducting a trial here. I ask that you remain quiet. The witness has disappeared. He isn't at the boat shop either. What? What should I do? Find him quickly. We cannot allow him to get away.
Ooh.
Mr. Von Cormer, your witness has disappeared. He can't do nothing now. Look at him.
A search warrant has already been issued.
It goes without saying that I cannot declare a verdict under these circumstances. I will extend the trial until tomorrow, the final day allowed. I request that the police department utilize all its forces to find that witness. Am I understood? One more thing. Just who is that boat shop caretaker? I think his identity has become very important to this trial. I want him, and I want to know who he is. Very well. Court is adjourned. He's that man that was on that elevator. That's who he is. December 27, 1:22 p.m. District Court. Defendant Lobby number 2. Yay, Nick, you did it.
Yeah. Well, at least we got out from under that guilty verdict.
And what about Larry? That was something else. Even Von Cormer didn't know what to do with his testimony. Larry really helped us out.
Sure, once I sifted through his unique testimony. Still, he did save us. I just wish our cases weren't so down to the wire all the time.
I know what you mean. Sometimes I feel like it's us on trial instead of our clients.
Hey, Edgeworth.
Mr. Edgeworth?
Did you say something?
Don't look so pained. I mean, it looks like you're probably going to get off the hook. You could try to smile just a little. Relax.
I'm sorry, but I fear it's not over for me yet. What do you mean? Right. There's something that's been troubling me for a long time now. And I don't know whether or not to tell you. Edgeworth? No, there's so little time left. I want to tell you, to get it off my chest, but... I can't make up my mind. What is this about, Edgeworth? It's a nightmare I've had. A memory of a crime that I committed. A crime you committed? A memory of a murder.
He not committed murder?
Ooh, yes, he did. You saw at the beginning, right? To be continued.
Uh-oh. Very interesting.
Where's our shoot?
They love their cliffhangers, don't they? What y'all think? What you think, Game Queen 81? Yeah, I think it's getting exciting.
2 more.
So mystery behind this case. You said it's 2 more?
Yep.
So we got 2 more, I guess, times that this 2 more, like the trial or the investigation, and then another trial. So, yeah, I don't know what that last statement means, but we'll find out. If you're liking what you see, if you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, I appreciate if you're subscribed. Also hit that like button for me, and yeah, if you stay tuned, just stay tuned to our next episode. I'll be looking forward to having you here on the stream with us. Okay, they're close to solving it. They surely is, Game Queen 81, but we'll see.
Where'd the old man go?
Yeah, where is that old man? That old man that took off. Look, his brain ain't whack too whack.
Did he take his parrot with him?
Yeah, where Polly at? Anyway, all right. So yeah, I appreciate you all watching, and I will talk to you all on the next one. You all take care.